What's going on, Scorpio? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're enjoying the last little bit. Well, you still got about another week or so of your birthday season left, so let's celebrate it. Let's go, Scorpio. We're jamming all day. Well, really hope you've been jamming all month. But, oh, hold on, Scorpio, my candle went out. Oh, alright, looks like my candle's not lighting, Scorpio. We're starting a new one. That's fine. Interesting. But, Scorpio, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Drive. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Scorpio, especially during your birthday season, and it keeps us changing. And for those of you who are new, yes, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey, because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. But yes, Scorpio, I really hope that you have been enjoying your birthday season. It's been an interesting one for sure. We're always bringing that transformative energy, but always for the better there, Scorpio. And with this weekly spread, whenever you have to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, oh, so skillfully, might I add, I've included links for them down. This is only getting better. I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out. Now crystals are running, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Whatever. And then, hold on, Scorpio. Can you get them all? Yes. And also down below are some links for some other readers that I like watching, Scorpio, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group, very stay. Very skilled shufflers, I'm sure. Just let's get to your first card here, Scorpio. Nice. You know, I like this. Oh, how interesting, Scorpio. So you got the fire card here. And that's interesting considering that it's like the wick of the candle here is like, because I just lit that candle, and it's like the wick of it just sort of burnt out there, Scorpio. I'm going to be able to talk with you in a minute. But maybe for some, I feel like maybe we felt like haven't been feeling as like inspired as of late, or maybe we've been feeling like that fire has been just kind of dwindling in a sense, or maybe we haven't even been feeling like we've been able to just have the energy to just start it up anyway. Because it's interesting, these matches here that are surrounding this heart, it's like they give this appearance like either they're getting ready to start, or that they've all been kind of burnt out in a sense. And it's just like now, and I feel like that maybe there for some there's been this question of just like what really does inspire you. You know, what brings you this sense of what do we desire? You know, what is it that it's like we haven't been not necessarily stimulated in a sense, but just yeah, it's just like that lust for life has been. And here's the thing, Scorpio, I don't feel like that fire ever really extinguishes. I feel like it can kind of get down to a candle size there, maybe, but it's just like it's needing new fuel in a sense. You know, maybe this is an energy that's indicating that a change is coming on the horizon, or there's a need to kind of change some things up. Maybe life has gotten a little bit predictable, or you know, just kind of monotonous, or you know, maybe it's like we're not feeling that same sense of fulfillment maybe in our, and I would never tell you to quit your jobs there, Scorpio, but maybe in like our careers, or maybe in the place that we're living, or maybe even the relationships that we're in, and just been really just kind of low energy, and I feel like it's like finding the source of that, Scorpio. But let me get some tarot on this and get some details. Hmm. Thank you. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, interesting, Scorpio. Oh, and there's one of your rulers. Alright, Scorpio, so you have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Hermit here, Scorpio. And I feel with this Hermit Tower energy, because this is a lot, even with these swords that came through, because these are some of Gemini's like harder. Gemini has some pretty intense sword cards. Their minor cards are pretty intense, and I feel for some it's like if you've been maybe stuck in your head as of late, or there's even for it could even feel like there's been this like anxiety, or there's been this maybe we've even been having trouble sleeping, or maybe there's been like because the Nine of Swords is like it's like being in a nightmare, and then couple that with the Eight of Swords, it's just like that where we're trapped in that, and it may not be, and who knows, maybe we've been having recurring nightmares in a sense, maybe there's been a similar theme, so that might be something to maybe journal about there, Scorpio, if that's been the case, something to kind of analyze there. And but I feel with the Tower, Mars, and the Hermit being here, even like because the Hermit is Virgo energy, and it's just like kind of looking at your kind of day-to-day life and seeing what's needing to change, or what here lately has been keeping keeping this fire from not being lit, or have we been I almost even feel like for some that maybe we've been kind of cooped up with this Hermit card, kind of been maybe kind of locked ourselves in a tower in a sense, and that's prevented us from starting up new opportunities, maybe creating new endeavors. Maybe haven't been, just haven't been feeling this creation type of energy, because fire energy is, I feel like fire is that divine inspiration, that pure expression of creativity. And because both when I even think about the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, they all bring about, Sagittarius brings about that sense of that higher learning, that expansion, that inspiration, that sense of adventure. Leo is that pure self expression, that creativity, and Aries is that and they share a ruler with you, that Mars. But Aries is another one, like another, I feel like, very prolific sign. They bring a life, they bring that motivation, that sense of that go getter type of energy. And so I feel like that I feel that with this Ace of Pentacles here, it's like finding that thing that gets you motivated again, especially if we've been kind of cooped up, or maybe been in kind of hermit mode here. Get outside, getting moving, maybe moving the body, kind of getting out of this whatever this rut may be, because this Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords energy feels just trapped and kind of suffocated, like the air's not moving. And when there's no air, that's hard to keep the fire alive. It needs that fuel in order to keep thriving. So yeah, something to really think about there, Scorpio, because I feel that's a tough energy to be feeling on your birthday season, and I feel that's a tough foundation to be kind of building on, because eventually, so the tower again brings about change, and not that I'm thinking necessarily like a tower moment could happen to you, but I feel yours is one. If we're not changing, then the energies are just going to get tougher and tougher, and we're just going to keep kind of spiraling, and that's a that's a tricky one for you, Scorpio, especially being the fixed water sign, because we feel more than the other elements. You know, more in tune with our emotions. My sun signs in Cancer, but I feel like with you, the hardship is it's like when you get locked on a particular emotion, it can drag you down so deep, and it can be hard to get back up from that and find that motivation again. So any little thing to kind of start get some drive back, whether this be, you know, again, getting outside, maybe this is building something, maybe go seeing some different structures, or whatever that's looking like. But yeah, definitely something to just help get this fire moving here, Scorpio. All right, let's get some tea, and let's get another one on this. Nope. I was trying to keep that organized. Hold on, I've been doing this thing, Scorpio, where it's like sidebar. I've been doing this little thing, just like kind of rearranging the cards in certain type of ways, however spirit moves me. So just kind of hang. If you see me just kind of messing around with the cards, that's what's going on. Now let's get your next oracle card. Oh, how interesting, Scorpio. Wow, yeah. All right, we're racking up the elements here. Because there's that water energy. And so, you know, Scorpio, I feel with this, you know, and it's interesting that you got two opposite elements here. And, you know, that's interesting because I'm getting ready to do, this is like, these are one of the days, like, it's like, how do I want to put this? Because it's like getting ready to do Aries, or I'm going to do Aries next. But I've been in water energy for a little bit. I just did Cancers. But I feel with this energy here, Scorpio, that it feels like that there's some emotions that maybe we haven't been dealing with as of late, that we've been maybe keeping kind of safe, been keeping kind of tucked into this shell. Because, and I get that, not wanting to, because I feel like Scorpio energy is one that is more reserved until that trust is established, or you know that you see that someone will go to those depths with you, or you know that, how do I want to put that? Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that one there. But I feel that there's just there's some hidden emotions, maybe, especially if we've been getting feeling in our head that are needing to be dealt with. Some maybe some suppressed stuff, and but I feel like it's when you're dealing with this stuff, Scorpio. Again, it's trying not to let that drown you in a sense. You know, to let the emotions overwhelm you, because you know your ruler Mars is going to be in your sign through a little bit after Sagittarius season starts, and you're in a very tenacious energy right now. And it's not that when this energy goes away that you lose it, but it's just like right now you're especially, though that tenacity is especially heightened right now, and you know there's an opportunity to face these things head on and to for something new to kind of grow out of this. But yeah, it feels like there's some sort of nurturing energy. This gives me very sort of like Queen of Cups type of energy. Some let me get some tarot on this and get some details. That's a 6. This deck is sick. I mean, this is a newer one that I'm working with, Scorpio, and I tell you what, these cards are hard ass. Oh, hold on. Interesting. Okay, let me get the rest of your cards here, Scorpio. right, Scorpio. Thank you. So you have the Strength card, Leo, the Hanged Man, Neptune, the Four of Swords, and then the Seven of Wands here. And, alright, let's start with the Seven of Wands here, Scorpio. Because I feel that with the Seven of Wands that it's just, it feels like that there's a lot of energy that has been kind of coming at you, or that we've been that we've been processing that. And that's interesting, just even thinking with this water and fire, because usually I was thinking that something maybe with this water is extinguishing this fire, but I even feel for some that maybe it could even be like the opposite. Maybe there's this anxiety, maybe that's going here with the Four of Swords, that it's like the fire may be kind of boiling this water, and it's getting it to where maybe there's just too much that maybe we're kind of dealing with right now, and it's really kind of sapping our vitality, or it's taking a lot more strength out of us than maybe it's than maybe we had kind of realized, or that had, it's like I don't know. And I feel like this, Scorpio, if this is something that you're not feeling, just kind of just make sure to be mindful to just kind of protect your, I mean, just protect your energy always, but just be mindful of just taking on more of your on your plate than is need be. Or if you find yourselves in really kind of stressful energies, to take moments to do some, maybe some meditation, or something to kind of calm, make sure. And rest is a big one that's coming in through here too, with the Four of Swords here. And because I'm not sure what we may be processing, but it feels like that it's just got, it's the energies have gotten you a little out of sorts. And when I feel like whenever the Hanged Man and the Hermit pop up in there, that's some real sort of deep meditation, some real kind of things to sit with and find out the source of whatever this thing is that's got you really kind of thrown out of whack here, Scorpio. And the Hanged Man too, this can be a card of just like seeing things from a different perspective. Because maybe for some it's just like we've gotten so, now when I'm feeling more so on that sort of like the water extinguishing the fire, it's like that we've gotten so caught up in something that we're missing how this could potentially help you grow and strengthen you in the long run. But it's just, and I get that too, especially when we're in a situation, it can be harder to see what growth, or what possible like positivity can come out of a situation. But and this may even needing to like change up your environment to kind of see a different situation. You're considering you got all these elements, maybe lighting a bonfire if that's something, or maybe even just like kind of meditating in front of a candle, but doing some elemental work, or maybe even like kind of taking a bath, or getting out by some water if that's possible. Just all right, but just something to consider there, Scorpio. Treat yourself on your birthday season, and just treat yourself. Make it regular, Scorpio, just to treat yourself always. But let's get your last oracle card. And maybe we've been dealing with some because the element cards, they can also represent zodiac signs. Either, oh, interesting. But they can represent some zodiac signs too, whether this be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or or Cancer, another Scorpio, or Pisces. So, I mean, you got Leo here, so just, and that's just something to be mindful of. Not necessarily that there's a Leo in your midst, but just something to be aware of there, Scorpio. But the last card here you have is the Eye card. And this is a card, or this can be a card of protection. And just coupling that with the Seven of Wands there, just be, because water energy is more susceptible to the emotions and things of others, and you do feel to such an intense degree, Scorpio, that you just want to make sure of the energies that are coming at you, or maybe we've had some difficulties maybe at our job, or maybe with our friends, or maybe with our family, or maybe even with like a love relationship. But yeah, that's the yeah, some really Scorpio, because the and it's like this eye is like it's seeing things with a different type of clarity here, Scorpio. Let me get some tarot on that and see what that's about. It's like with that Hanged Man, seeing things from a different perspective, or hmm. Oh, Scorpio, and there you are. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah. Let me see. I also got a couple more here, Scorpio. All right. And last little bit here, Scorpio. So you have you, and which is interesting. Hmm. Okay. So you have the Three of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, and then you here, Scorpio, the Death card. And let's switch back over. Because that's interesting, Scorpio. There's the Six of Cups. This is the Sun in Scorpio. And I feel that maybe for some that maybe there's this thing of like relationships possibly changing here. Maybe even moving on to, maybe for some it's like we're having, something is holding us back, that's got you feeling some kind of way, Scorpio. It's preventing this sort of like motivation, or kind of it's been affecting our vitality. The energy's just been feeling really low, really drained. And and I feel there's a need to feel like, in order to move on from this, I do feel that there is this needing of kind of getting out, and again, like maybe removing yourself from a certain environment again, especially if you've been kind of cooped up in a place for a while, or maybe even find yourself going to the same places all the time. Sometimes switching up where you go can bring about a different perspective, and bring about some clarity, in a way, to find out where we need to shift these energies, because this Three of Wands is giving me this, I keep picturing this, I want to say it's just the last deck that I use. I keep picturing the Three of Wands from that. There's this woman that has a surfboard and is kind of looking out into the ocean, and I do feel like that it's just like we're waiting for, there's like a big shift that's potentially happening here. And maybe we're getting ready to make a change, and it's just like maybe you're feeling this, that's what this nervousness is about. And maybe this is like, maybe we're moving to a new place and we have a lot of memories here. And but even with this eye card here, it mentioned this with this card that, even they've mentioned like Odin having plucked out his eye in order to receive the wisdom of the runes. And I feel there's a need to do some, maybe not that drastic, Scorpio, but more so just that there needs to be like a shift to kind of get this fire lit. Or on the opposite, if you've been feeling that fire and things have been kind of bubbling, it's just like that's because you know that something is needing to change, and the longer that we put off, the more that anxiety is. It's like trying to keep the lid down on a boiling pot. Eventually this, who knows what it's gonna look like, but I do feel a shift coming here, Scorpio. And depending on when you're watching this, Saturn just went direct not too long ago, so we're getting ready to, we're out of that reflective stage with Saturn, and the energies are getting moving. So just a little something to think about there, Scorpio. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. But if any of that resonated with you, Scorpio, if you like that, give it a thumbs up and share this, because this was a very interesting reading. Like, yeah, if you know someone who's been maybe feeling a lot, or been kind of been a bit of a recluse here as of late, or whatever that's looking like, Scorpio, definitely share this and subscribe there, you death card. Hit that. I'm not, because I was like, I'm not going to call you death. But subscribe there, Scorpio. Hit that bell button to get notified when I release videos each week. And then last little bit there, if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Cherry Den, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. All this water energy. Didn't I tell you last time? Water signs gotta stick together. That's so funny, Scorpio. And all that housekeeping, it's down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Scorpio. Get you moving on to bigger things, because that's the first thing that popped, like this, that came to me when I saw that. It's just something feels like it's trying to it's like ignite in a sense, or that there's, but I feel that there's a thing that in order for us to get to whatever this next phase in life is going to be here, with that, how that death card came through, that it's kind of for some, I feel like it's evaluating is your environment, the people that are around you, the place that you're living, the things that you're doing, are they elevating you to that sense of accomplishment? Or have we been feeling like you wanted to be further along than you are, but not sure what that is? Just like that confused type of energy that's kind of coming through here with the Six of Wands. And but let me get your other oracle card here, so I can get you out of here, Scorpio. Because you might need and I would never tell you what to do, Scorpio, but it might be, you need to think about making I feel like you're maybe weighing your options. Might be weighing your options here, Scorpio, but might be making a move here soon, because you got the gambler in reverse here, and this is a card of loss and risk. And it's not that I feel like that you're losing it all, Scorpio, but I feel that I feel like if we want to get a bigger return for what we're doing, that we're going to have to take a bigger, again, a calculated risk, but make a bigger move is what it feels like. Because especially when you get like the death card in the tower there, it's like it's having, I feel like, the courage to make this whatever this move is, Scorpio. And because maybe for some it's just like that, where it's like either we made a move in the past that really kind of put us in a weird spot, or we're trying to do something, we're trying to make sure that we don't end up like that. But we're always taking a chance, just in with all the decisions that we make. There's no guarantee that anything's going to go how we plan. I had a whole idea how this day was going to go planned, and not that anything weird happened, but it's, I started a little later than I thought, ended up walking a lot more, thinking a lot, and learning some things. And you never know what that's going to look like. But the biggest thing that this gambler is giving me, though, is that it's like we can't lose anything if we haven't put anything out there, in a sense. Like, I hope that makes sense, that if we just stay stagnant, then sure, you're not losing anything, but you're not gaining anything either. We're just staying still. And when water is just sitting still, just it starts to feel out of sorts, and then it just starts accumulating. We've seen water when it sits for a long time. That's never a good look, Scorpio. And you're a sign that, again, that's a sign of change. And hmm yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there, Scorpio. But it's taking a chance on life and seeing where that's gonna lead you. Hmm. But you stay safe out there, Scorpio, with this risk. Whatever this energy, because it's like something's trying to get you moving somewhere here, Scorpio. Hmm. And you raise your vibration through the roof. Because whatever this is, I feel like this is something that's been kind of might have been weighing on your mind, or you may find yourself in a situation where we're kind of like at a crossroads, in a sense. And it's just like, it may seem in the moment that the sacrifice may be a lot, but what you're going to gain from that is something, Ace of Pentacles, with this. Hmm. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.